Hello guys and welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you some tips which helped me learning Unreal Engine and build my own game. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's start now with the tutorial. The first website I want to show you is Polyhaven. Polyhaven is a really good website. You can get really realistic textures. So if you open the website, you can just go here to textures, and here you can see you got really good looking textures. They're really realistic, they looking so good for real, and they all are free. You don't have to pay nothing for it, and they all free. And you also don't have to say the name of the people who did this texture. So it's a CC0 license. So if you click on it, you can see here, you can just read it, and it basically says you don't have to link the people who did this texture, but I would say it's always good to mark the people who did the texture. But that's, for example, way better than Sketchfab or something, where you also can get some 3D models, but you have to mark, so you have to link every time if you're something using. And on here you can see you got really looking good textures. On the left here you can see platters and concrete. You can look for floors, for terrain and something like this. You can also got here some models, and just look at them. The reason that they are free, just look at them. They're so good, they're looking so good, and these are just like some 3D models from here, and it's always coming some new. So if you, for example, look at this here, this is, for example, 2 weeks now, and here is now early access, and you have to wait for it. So they're gonna publish it, and if you want to have it at first, you have to pay Patreon, but if you just wait for some days, you're gonna get it. And you also got HDRIs, so the backgrounds, for example. The next website I want to show you is Sketchfab, and I will recommend you always use Sketchfab. If you, for example, just type in here 3D models, we got many options. In the most cases, it's gonna be Sketchfab, TurboSquid, CG Trader, and 3D models, and I always will recommend you use Sketchfab. I think for example TurboSquid and something, they don't really have good 3D models, so I really think they're not good. And Sketchfab has like really good looking 3D models. They are also free, and you don't have to pay for them. So for example, here you got a low poly night sky building, and for example here wood or a whole character. And I'm also using Sketchfab for my own game, and always if I'm working with tutorials, I'm gonna always use things from Sketchfab, because Sketchfab has a really good 3D models, and they're also free. So if you want to build your own game, I just want to have 3D models you can work with, I would recommend you use Sketchfab. Of course, Sketchfab has the difference, it's not CC0. So if you, for example, look at just type in here maybe I don't know, maybe human, and you can just tick downloadable, and then you can see everyone who got this downloads icon. You can download this, and if, for example, click on this here and go a bit down, we see here it's a CC attribution, and this means you have to share it, you have to copy the link and put it somewhere where people can see it in something. But it's a really good website, and I would recommend you using it. So the first tip I want to give you is, maybe you already noticed, but if you want to change your direction, you always gonna click here. So if you want to move it, if you want to rotate it, or you want to scale it up, you're gonna always press here. But if you look at it, you can see select cubes Q, and if you press Q, W, E, or R, you can just change it really fast. And I really notices that some people are doing it in this way here, but it's just so much easier to do it with the keys. They're like 4 keys, and Q, W, E, and R, and that's like way faster to do than always gonna go here and click on it. Then, if you, for example, we're gonna open a blueprint. So now, if you noticed in my videos, I'm gonna always say to you, press left click and B, and that's the next way I want to give you. Really doing fast, so doing blueprints really faster than the usual way. So if you look at the keyboard, you got many keys, and each key has a meaning, and you just can press the key and then left click, and in this way you can just do for example a branch really fast. So if you want to do branch in a normal way, you press right click and type in here branch, and then you're gonna select it. But the fast way to do it is just press B and left click. That's it, and you can do this with every key. If you want to have a delay, press D and left click. If you want to have a for each loop, F and left click. If you want to have a gate, G, F, left click. If you want to use your T key, okay, it doesn't have a function, A, S. The same thing with the sequence. If you want to have a sequence, S, left click. And that's basically how you can just do really fast blueprints. So you're usually gonna use many branches, and it's just way faster to do it than every time pressing right click and type in the words you want to have, or you want to have a for each loop. You just have to type in for each loop, and then you have to select the right one, and that's just way better than that's the way better way to do it than just typing it all the time. Also, if you didn't notice, we can change the speed of our character. So for example, if we go here to this camera icon here, and here we can change our camera speed. So if you want, for example, in the most cases, if I'm doing, for example, I'm gonna import a 3D model and I want to change something, I just have a small building or small thing and I want to add detail to it, I'm gonna go here and do to 0.1, so it's way slower. Or if I want to have something big, I want to move way faster, we can just type in here 3, and that's also how you can do like your camera way fast and can work also way better. Also, if you go here, this here, in here you can basically do everything. You can show your FPS, so you can see how much FPS you got. You can change your POV, if you see here. Just gonna do it to 90. And also a good feature is the game view, of course. You can also change it by pressing G. So if you don't want to have all these lines here, this thing here, just press G and everything is gone. And what's also a really good feature is the high resolution screenshot. So if you want to show a person a really good picture with a good resolution, just go here to high resolution screenshot. Then you're gonna press capture, and then here you're gonna press onto here, and here you can see all your screenshots. So that's the screenshot we did now. Then a problem I often see is that what often also happens to me is that for example, if I want to walk through this happens in my own game really often, that if I want to walk and something's blocking me, so there is something invincible, but I can see it. I don't know what's blocking my character. And to check this, you can just go always to this mode here, and in here you can see everything. You can see how your game would look like if it has absolutely no lighting. You can add detailed lighting, and what I'll do to check player collision is this here. So what player collision you have here? So a character is colliding right now with this here of course, and with this, and of course with the walls. And if you got the same issue as me, you can just do this and check if there is something a collision, and then you can just delete it and fix the problem. What often happens is that a character is flying or is in the air. It mostly happens more in 2D games, so I noticed this by doing my tutorials. It often happens. So if you want to make your character perfect so it's touching the ground, you can just go to perspective and do a right perspective, and in here you can see now your character, and in here you can see your character should fit the collision perfectly. So if the collision ends, your feet should be right under it. So here is the last, I would say, point of the capsule, and in here your character should be with the foot. And also, if you look, a character is perfectly in the middle of the viewport. So here's our red line, and our character has to be perfectly in the middle of this red line, so it's perfectly at the ground. So if you got problems also with this, you can just use this method to do right positioning of your character. This is the end of the video. I hope this video could help you in your Unreal Engine journey, and also maybe programming your own game. I decided to do video because these are just mistakes and problems that often happen to me, and I decided to do a video because of that. So I hope I could help you. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you in the next Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. Bye.